It is delicious. Oh man, yum. It is cold weather season where I live, and that can mean only one thing. It is time to make some smoked brisket chili. Let's jump on it. What I've got here is a 3-pound piece of brisket flat. Not something I would normally smoke on its own, just slice and serve, but it is going to work great for chunking up and throwing into chili. Seasoning is going to be very simple. We're going to start with 16 mesh black pepper. Hit it with some kosher salt. And last but not least, a little granulated garlic. This is how I season most of my briskets that I smoke. In my opinion, it is a flavor combo that just can't be beat on beef. Make sure to hit the sides as well. Flip it over and repeat the process. Nice and simple. I'm going to let this sit on the counter and warm up just a bit while we get the smoker going, and I'll bring you right back. Meat is ready to go on. I'm going to run temps right around 250 degrees. Temp is not super crucial. Try to keep it like 230, 250. All I'm looking to do right now is get some smoke on this, take it up to about 150, 160 degrees right before it starts to render fat. I'm going to pull it off. And since I'm doing this late in the day, the next time you see me, it will be the next day, and we'll be slicing into this to throw in some chili. Now, I don't like to brag, but this chili recipe has won me an award. I won my neighborhood chili cook-off a couple of years ago. I beat out 6 other grandmas, which allowed me to win the coveted red rubber spatula. I don't like to toot my own horn, but toot, toot. All kidding aside, this recipe is delicious. It's got some smoked brisket. It's got some chorizo in it. It's got some tomatoes. It's got some beer. It's going to be good. And for the next part of this delicious chili, we are going to make a chili paste. We're going to be using some ancho chilies, some guajillo chilies, and a few California chilies. The California chilies and the ancho chilies are very mild in their heat level. The guajillos have a bit more heat. Since a portion of the meat is going to have a chorizo seasoning on it, that's going to bring some heat. I don't want to go crazy with a bunch of spicy chilies in the chili paste. To prep these chilies, you're going to have to de-seed them. So you're going to want to break them open, dump out any seeds that may be in there. These seeds will just get bitter. They're not going to enhance the flavor of the chili, so it's best to get rid of them. Got these de-seeded. They're all of my seeds. These are the chilies. What we're going to do now is take these chilies, put them in a dry skillet, no oil, no nothing. We're going to turn the heat on and let these warm up. Got them in the skillet, medium heat. Again, we're just going to kind of bring these up in temp just a little bit. They'll begin to soften a little bit. They'll get aromatic. And then after that, we're going to put them in some warm water and let them fully rehydrate. And while we are waiting for our chilies to warm, we're going to take 2 cups of beef stock, put it in this pan, and to it we're going to add roughly a teaspoon to a tablespoon of better than bouillon paste. It's just going to help to up the flavor a little bit. We're going to let the beef stock warm up. We don't want the stock to boil. We just want to get it warm so that when we add it to our chilies, that after they rehydrate, it's going to be super tasty. Our chilies have just started to warm up. They can still be handled by hand, but they are beginning to soften up from the heat. So now we're going to transfer them to a pot and add some water to it. It's been 20 minutes. Our chilies are fully rehydrated. I'm going to remove them from this water. Do not use this water for anything. Throw it out. It's bitter. It's gross. There's no reason to keep it. I'm going to transfer the chilies into a blender with our beef stock, and then we're going to blend this sucker up. Chilies and our beef stock in the pot. Going to take a couple of whole chipotle peppers, add those in, and we're going to add just a little bit of the adobo into it. And just so I don't forget, we're going to go in with the Meat Church Texas chili seasoning. Normally, if you're just using this on its own, you want to do 4 to 6 tablespoons. I'm just going to do a couple. This is a great blend. I'm not sponsored by these folks, but they make some quality stuff. Give this a try if you haven't used it. For this recipe, we're going to chop 1 white onion. We're going to use a large can of fire-roasted diced tomatoes and 1 large can of fire-roasted crushed tomatoes. Going to use 1 small can of tomato paste, roughly a pound of beef chorizo sausage. You can also use pork chorizo, and to finish it off, 1 Shiner Bock beer. To start, we're going to brown the chorizo. Once it's fully cooked through, we're going to remove the meat, strain it out, leave all the oil and the grease in the pan. Saute our onions in it. Then we're going to add in our tomato paste, let it cook down, cook some of the rawness off of it. And then we're going to add in about half of our chili paste that we made and continue to cook it. Dump in your tomatoes. Then we're going to add the chorizo back in. Stir it all up. Next up, we're going to chunk up this brisket. Going to make it 1-inch cubes. And then it's going in the pot. Get it stirred in, mix everything together. And last but not least, pouring in the Shiner. Use whatever favorite beer you have. Usually a lager or some kind of Pilsner. Chili is almost done. We have been cooking for about 5 hours on a very low temperature. What I'm going to do now, because I want this broth to thicken up just a little bit, so I've pulled some of the broth out, and I'm going to add in some cornstarch. The reason for pulling some of this out and adding the cornstarch in here, sometimes cornstarch can clump, so you would not want to add it to the whole pot of chili and have a bunch of clumps in there. So this is a good way around that. You can also use masa, which is used to make corn tortillas. I got that nice and whisked up. I'm going to add it back into the pot, let it go for about 15-20 more minutes, thicken up a little bit, and then we're going to serve this and taste it. And here we go. Going to top this with a few Fritos. Feel free to use crackers if you want. My wife lived in Texas for several years, and she has converted me to using Fritos in my chili. Hit it with some crema. And just to make it pretty, we're going to hit it with some green onions. Here we go. Brisket is tender, it's fall apart, it's bringing that smoky kick. Chorizo and the chili paste, the perfect marriage of heat. It's not overly hot, it's not going to blast anybody's taste buds out. Oh man, oh yeah, it is delicious. Yum! If you're looking for a way to kick up your chili game, consider giving this one a try. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, consider giving me a like, a subscribe, or drop me a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. Every time you do that, it helps to push me out to just a few more people, so help me to continue and spread that word. And as always, get up, go out, cook some good food, be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today, and I'll catch you next time.